I've added a little bit more of the items in here, like these are all my consumable items, Colgate, right? And basically other things like I have my stamps, but I have postage stamps, but I've used up all a lot for the past 2 months. Right, I've been mailing out a lot of correspondences to the ministries, quite a bit, yeah. Just before the setting down of my hearing, I felt I should do a little bit more to reach out to the ministers as well, to engage with them, okay, to see, I don't want to let people think that, I'm like a big shot dealing within the housing authority, so, but maybe they have a bit more inputs. Recently I bought the newspapers, right? There was, yeah, I think there's been quite a bit of things which has been happening around the this town. So, but it's been past 3 years, right, for me, since 2018. Yeah, 2018. So I felt that, well, I do need to capture all these the things and thoughts in letters. You see, I've also written quite a bit here. Today I've written to the Ministry of National Development as well, and I've also copied all to the to relevant people, right? All these I've written a lot, quite a lot, all these here, right? And at the same time, I'm just doing all my stuff again. A little bit of painting. This is all basically doing all these, right? A bit of painting and a little bit of my there's quite a big of stack that I've done for the, right, collected quite a thick stack, and I did a few more of the door hangers, and well, basically I've added, yeah, all these things here. So I'm just building it up in terms of my what I'm doing, right? And well, this is my new my calendar. Made it like a flask, like a retro vintage flask. This is what I've done for the last December. I actually wanted to do some sweets for my friend. She's gone back to Hong Kong. I've done some of these, right? These are just some things which I've also done. Yeah, I think that's about all. This is about my car, and just a reminder of my car, which I've not driven for the last since August, and it's at a level where I'm just wondering who spoke to, or who actually negotiated, right, with the other party, with my own insurance company, right? And no one spoke to me. And I received a notice to attend court by LTA. I feel that I have not been consulted with as a registered owner and a policyholder. And I think this is irregular. It's unorthodox. I have not done anything wrong. I have also gone to mediate with Financial Industrial Dispute Resolution Center, but they are just merely a mediation center. It's come to the point where they have to mediate and educate the matter, but at the same time today I've also written to LTA, right? I felt that on that level they should have been a little bit more consultative and also investigated a little bit more before they actually sent me a notice to attend court. I think for all these things I've done, right? You see all these things? I've done these are all my work, right? I've done all my written submissions. I call them reports, okay? I don't want to be too legalistic. I also sent them to R. Wong Law. This is the Housing Authority's lawyers, apart from their legal group. This is actually what I've done from end, although they might be wondering why it's taken them so long since 4th of June. I've also done an affidavit. So you can see here the mold spore concentration is very high. This is during the period, right? This is 2000 high, much higher than the normal range, which shows that actually the mold growth has in the master room is very bad during the time where I was calling for help. I paid $100 already. Alright, a lot of things I've done. These are my list of authorities also. At least my list of authorities. I'm slowly touching base with all of them again. Alright, there are about 20 over of them. Right, I've actually touched base with Ministry of Law, Ministry of Manpower, right, and all these things I've done. Okay, my mortgagee, they've asked me to settle the domestic issues, right? Domestic issues are basically, things happening on a home. Okay, you see, I've gone to see the doctor, my GP. Also, I need to touch base with the Council of Estate Agents, right? And apart from that, right, all these things, right? Yeah, financial industrial dispute resolutions, counseling. Yes, last year I went for counseling. Also had gone to hospital. Flame tree, my GP was very ill since for so that's cool because I had to relocate electrical wire and a light switch. This one I had to do the what do you call it, there was at the wall skirting replacement, right? All these things I bought some spare parts, not spare parts, materials, painting, sealants and all. I've done a lot, where my skin acted up and all, because of all these very very high mold and bacterial content. This is by Air and Order Management, right? Yeah, this is my apartment that they have done specifically. It's not for the whole flat, it's just for my flat only. It has actually made me sick, yeah, caused a lot of disruptions in my life, and I had to bring all of these up to the attention. This is of very very critical health issue. I mean, very very critical of national interest, and because it's affected me a lot, my work, and no one seemed to be able to understand. And I don't like to argue too much with people, and I just need some. I need all these things to be resolved with respective authorities for the LOU, letter of undertakings, and with PUB. I've written one with BCA also. National Environment Agency came down once. Ministry of Health is because of the COVID, right? During the COVID, there was some trespass, Okay, this is just basically, yeah, I just want to be able to, you see, I've developed a 10-point, this is my 10-point things about what is the premise of a builder, owner, and a public housing agency, right? These are all the things which actually I felt that could have been done, and I shared it very very openly with a lot of people, and with the HDB, with the R. Wong Law, R. Wong Law Corporation, and also I've e-served them. I've also mailed out a copy to them, a set, because I've done a bundled set, and I have also, because of that, last October 31st, I fell down. All these things also applied to the family justice courts and all. I've gone through a tremendous amount of that I don't I cannot reason why I no one, nobody wanted to understand me as a person, as a woman, as a homeowner. I'm a sole registered lessee owner, and I do not rent. I do not have short-term tenants or anything of that sort, and I'm answerable to the mortgagee and also the CPF board. You know, these are the two of my that I'm sure anybody would be able to, who senior would be able to understand. Maybe some may not really, because they're not homeowners. They do not know the criticalness, the danger that they've put me through, right? So I just want to capture all these things in